So you get to the stables. It's the night sky is sparkling. You see Gaius, beautiful Gaius, as he walks out and he's just pulling his hair's getting a little long, so he's pulling it back into
getting all the grout off,
bun, and he has a little satchel on, and he pets the horses by, and he comes out, and he looks around, and he's like, "Hey," comes over. Are you leaning on the fence or something? What are you doing?
Yeah, raped on leaning on the fence. Trying to not look like she's got grout all over her entire.
He approaches you and he's like, "Hey,
let's go over here because my mom's supposed to drop by sometime, so let's go over where she can't."
He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
into the woods."
Yeah, okay. Your mom terrifies me. So you guys,
she terrifies everyone.
You guys go in the woods. Okay, make are you trying to hide in the woods?
Yeah,
okay.
Just a hike.
It's a hike in the woods. So do a survival check
with my friend.
My friend, we're just friends.
Oh my gosh. Why do I
I think you're doing great. I think this is the best. You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing it.
Killing it. Get him.
survival skills? It would be a 6.
You're walking and you're leading the way.
Please have survival skills.
I feel like Gaius, as someone who works outside with animals a lot, probably would have a little bit of survival. Okay, he rolled a natural 16. And he's like, hey, Ari, if we need to go, you're gonna step in a hole. And he kind of just brings you around the hole.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
My knight in shining armor.
It's just I'm wearing brown, but that's okay.
Brown armor.
So he there's a minute where he's holding your arm to just take you around this hole in the ground, and then he kind of just lets go, and he's like, "What'd you do today?"
I've been fixing the room that I accidentally destroyed. It is so much work.
Fixing my mess.
Really? Like what? I have no idea.
I've had to remove tiles and then put new tiles in and then carve symbols on those tiles to make those tiles work properly. But my friend's been helping me, so that's great.
Aww.
Oh, well, was it Lowen, or who was it?
No, my new friend. I introduced you when they came down and rode horses.
Oh yeah. Well, which one of them? There's 3.
The really tall blue one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ciara. She's really cool.
Yeah, she seems pretty cool.
Somewhere in the room, Ciara's touched oh.
I feel warmth in my heart.
Every time Ellie talks about her, every time you talk about her, I was like, oh.
She's really cool, and I get to design an outfit for her.
Oh, are you gonna make it? How's that?
Oh no! I'm sure. Help me out with her name. What was her name?
Meryl.
Meryl will do it.
Oh yeah, she's the kobold lady that no one really ever sees, but she's around all the time. And
oh yeah.
Sometimes she comes out here and draws horses.
I don't blame her. Horses are beautiful.
Just need to fashion a new bridle that looks drama.
Drama. And she has a whole section dedicated to horse capes or whatever you call them.
banners, like really, really fancy bridles and like the little head plate stuff. Just nothing armor like, just
You
really
look magnificent riding into battle.
You'll be more grand than a float during a festival.
The brightest star in the sky.
second to His Highness, of course.
Second to His Highness, of course.
I fashioned a 5-foot-long cape onto your horse.
It would trail behind you and release a cloud of sparkles.
The joy of D&D is that a joke can escalate and become so much more beautiful than you ever hoped.
And then it becomes canon.
Yeah! I'm all about escalation.
I better not. I better
Artie's
not
just
let
like,
her
oh,
my
it
dress.
matches my shoulders. Sorry, okay.
I better not let her see my dress. I have grout all over it. Ugh.
Well, hey, we can, I mean, there's like a stream nearby if you want to wash your hands off.
Sure, that would be great.
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's over here. We just got it. So he kind of leads you
keep
around.
forgetting. I don't
Where?
go in the woods very often. I usually stay on the trail with Mom around. It's
Preferable to be lost.
preferable to be lost.
really long.
He says, oh, it's no big deal. I just know this part of the woods because if I have time to kill, I'll just come out here. And so he takes you to like the little stream and wash your hands off. And he says, well, what kind of dress do you want to make for your friend?
Gonna see if Meryl's got any good ideas.
And he's like, he just kind of nods like,
Something spectacular.
do you think she'd like something really sparkling?
She lost a bet. She's gotta like it.
She's gotta like it. Well,
I her fair and square.
oh, well, he's a bet. Yeah, well, then she has no choice in this matter.
How was your day, Ben?
Pretty normal. Just watching the horses. We had Lady Serena came out and rode for a little bit. I went and exercised. I went and rode the horses. They need their exercise. I had to go and help the castle guard with some of their training today. I saw they had some. Mr. Vaughn had a big training day today, and he had a saddle a lot of horses, and they didn't have enough hands, so they called me over from this stable to the other stables, and which was kind of cool because I actually got to see the wyverns up close, and I've never really seen them up close, and they seem pretty cool.
Well, I love the wyverns. They're great.
Yeah, I've always wanted to ride one, but I'm just
Well, maybe we should ride one sometime. I could probably, sneak you over there or something. We could dress you up so that you feel more comfortable being over there.
make a persuasion check.
Not with my rolling luck.
You're very convincing.
I'm a little bit not very great, but good. Persuasion is like my best thing.
Yeah!
There you go.
Total.
Wreak havoc, Ari, go! I like how there's 2 chaos children in this castle, and they are doing their best. Due diligence.
It could be so fun. We could even take a picnic, and it would be great. You could take a day off. It'll be a lot of fun. You'll love it.
What was your persuasion roll?
It was 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
And you see that he's into the idea, and he's like, yeah, riding and picnics, that sounds great. And then as soon as you say day off, he's like, I can't really get a day off without permission.
I could figure out whoever gives you permission, right? Like, right?
He's like, I guess that would be Stable Master. All I can think of is Rykard, so his name's Rykard now. Guess it'd be Stable Master Rykard.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Stable Master Rykard is, like, this hard-nosed, no-nonsense guy. And you're just like,
When's your next actual day off?
Winter's Eve? Which is,
That's
that's basically their Christmas, so.
You want to go then?
Don't you have, like, plans? Like, you sure you want to spend it with me?
Probably. I can sneak away, right?
Plenty of distractions in the castle. Yeah, you won't be missed.
They won't notice me.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, if you think you can pull it off, then
I'll see what I can do.
Write that on your calendar.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good. And there's like a minute where like he looks at you and kind of like looks down and like that's about it. That's all Bolly does.
I don't have long. I am only on a break.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, if you need to go, you need to go. So
I have to go right away. It's not like I'm gonna get in trouble.
Not any more trouble.
Okay,
You've already gotten all the trouble.
Stay. He's just like, I don't know what to do.
Awkward teenagers.
Yep. And so you guys sit and chat for a little bit more, and he starts like skipping rocks on the little stream. Have you ever skipped rocks?
Well, I have, but I'm gonna say she hasn't.
Okay,
I don't know.
She hasn't. So like he.
How do you do that?
She's like, oh well, it's all in the wrist, and so he and you want to level it with the water, kind of like have it skip over it, and so he demonstrates how to throw the rock, and like you'd probably get a little more close than strictly necessary. And you're like, how are you doing? How are you
with my hand? Like help me with my hand. With
He's like, yeah, I'll guide you.
On her own, she just goes like.
Okay, here. So he takes your hand and then like
comes from behind
and guides your hand. Does a couple of demonstration swings.
It's all in the wrist.
There's like a little bit of a breeze as his hair drifts in the wind. And the starlight backlights him.
Oh, Gaius.
Oh, Gaius.
Yes.
You have such strong wrists.
Oh man. Okay. Well, get ready for the next scene. We're gonna go up to Ciara. So.
Oh wait, wasn't it Ellie? Because I had 4.
Oh, it's Ellie. Okay, Ellie.
I have 3.
Yeah, I got 4. You beat me.
So what happens is, Ellie, you're admiring your muddy handiwork. And then you hear the voice, who put mud all over the castle?
Ari lesson 101. This is your fault, actually.
I bring out my staff and I try to cast Prestidigitation, but I only cast Druidcraft, which just makes more dirt because I can't clean things with my druid spell casting.
Yeah, so you hear these footsteps, and it's Talikia, and she shows up, and she just sees you pouring pouring more dirt out of your staff.
It wasn't me.
And she's just
As
like,
I'm just like holding my staff as I look like the kid that just got caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
And then you broke the cookie jar after you knocked it accidentally off the fridge.
so
It's not me. As like more dirt just spills out of my staff.
she just looks at you, and there's a minute where we'll just cut frame to her, and in Arcanic she mutters to herself, "Gods, I don't know what he sees in her," but you just hear her mutter something in Arcanic, and then she comes up and says, "Miss Elendril, in this castle we wipe our feet before we enter." And now, who's going to clean this up?
The servants.
Well, I'm certain they will help because you have so much to learn. But I think you've also earned a piece of that. Glorious pie. As she opens up like one of the, and then as she like opens up a hallway closet and just like, points to a mop.
Yeah. As she says that, it's like, oh, is desserts part of the princess training? And then I see she opens the closet. Oh.
Responsibility is. And she just kind of adjusts her robes. When
You
you
look
are,
over Luna's on. You don't know where she went.
and then she turns to Luna, and this dog needs to be contained. I've had it. Please put it outside. And it's just like, but she's smart. I don't care if she's a genius or an archmage. Put her out. And Luna's just like, okay. And since you're responsible for this as well, I suggest you grab a mop as well yourself.
Oh.
So Luna and Ellie are joined by the servants as they mop up the floor. And back at
I call out to my stray friends. I was like, "Do you guys want to help out?" And they just all spread out, just not phase through walls. Well, worth a try.
We don't have mops.
we can't touch things.
We'll just make more beads.
Team up!
Boink! Come on!
I was like, I thought being a princess was supposed to be easy.
How's her cleaning job go?
I don't even know what you'd roll for cleaning.
Dexterity.
Just roll. Just
Medicine, you gotta
roll a
fix it.
d20.
All right. Ooh, okay. I got a 14.
Okay, yeah. So it takes a little bit of time. You have to go and clean it up and mop
There's
the
some
floors. You know, like the worst part is the carpet. And they actually get some.
Bring the mop into the
They bring,
carpet.
like they get some servants who actually know like a basic cantric like prestidigitation to clean the carpets, but there's only so many of them, so like that's where they go specifically.
You guys traveled quite around the castle. It was actually quite impressive. This is a very circuitous route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made a couple laps, went a couple floors.
Overlaps, you see crosses over.
Ciara told me to explore the castle.
Technically, this is her fault.
Technically, it's her fault.
Y'all try telling that to me later.
That's another quality princess move. Place the blame on somebody else.
It's never
Yes.
your fault, technically. If they could have stopped you, it's their fault.
And after you're done cleaning and Taliki is satisfied, she says, "Come with me." And she leads you to another room. And she pulls out a piece of paper and says, "This is a note from the Emperor." And she reads it. "As a princess, you will need to learn how to deal with uncomfortable situations." And then so she opens the door and gestures for you to go inside, and it's a meeting room. And then she says, "The note just says, figure it out." And then she closes the door, and you're left in there alone.
Okay.
And you're looking around, and you hear the like scooting of a chair, and you hear a voice call out, and he says, "Hello?" And from behind one of the pillars comes Kanaris.
Oh, sweet boy.
"Ellie?"
Kenny?
Hey,
Express mail.
he kind of jogs over. Hi. I got your letter this morning.
Oh, sorry I haven't written sooner. We've, well, I think I told you about Luna being a werewolf, and we had to figure that out, and we were in the Feywild,
Wow.
and
What happened? Is Luna still a werewolf? Is she okay?
no, she got better.
Do you get better from that?
Well, if you have a lineage of human spirits that you can rely on and believe in the reincarnation cycle, then I think so.
You
His ears just kind of like slant back, like kind of the way when dogs look confused. It's like, oh.
It's a human ancestor thing.
Okay. I mean, I guess that worked for her. And you went to the Feywilds?
Yeah, so I figured out who my mom is.
Oh. He's like, I didn't know you did. I thought you were adopted.
Yeah, but I found out who my birth mother is.
Oh. Is that good?
Yeah, she's the Archfey of the Spring Court. And that's kind of why I'm here. Artius is training me to be a princess so then I can
he's more impressed that you're on a first name basis with the Emperor. Oh, that wow. Okay, that's okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. How are you? You okay? That's a lot to deal with.
Well, I'm still figuring it out. But I know this is something that I need to do. And I just want to know who she is and why the Spring Court has been locked for so long. I don't know. I feel like it's something that I have to do, right?
Hey man, if he's just like, yeah, I get that. Like, it's like a dream or I don't know, calling, something. If I get that, like, I feel like I'm meant to basically be where I am. help protect the Empire from outside forces and, train and, I mean, it's not as like exciting as, freeing a court, but, I get where you're coming from. Sometimes you feel like you just have to do things. Like it's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, do you have time? Do you want to do some stuff?
And you see she like kind of like grins and is like, Are you asking me out?
and arcane elves, it's pretty easy to tell when they're blushing because they're so fair. And he's like, yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah, it's better than sure.
Yeah, let's go. And I like grab his arm and like we just like walk out of the room.
Okay.
And then we can cut back to Ciara, and we could do the date later.
Yeah. Okay, so at this point, Ari has left, and
I walk. Are we agreeing that she jumped me out of the room, jumped over me, high-fived, and was just like, and just left, and Ciara has to now walk back into the room?
Yeah, you walk back into the room.
Because I think that'd be the best thing ever.
Yeah, you have to walk back into the room, and Deirdre's, like, just absorbed in what she's doing, and you can tell that she's a really good mage and researcher for this, because when she's in the zone, that's
Laser
it.
focus.
Laser focus.
I don't know who any of you
Nothing
people are.
else exists. And there's
Just like a mage who's a nerd. Nerd.
And there's like something that's pretty cool that happens is there are these just rectangular slates of like stone or metal. You're not exactly sure what they're for. They're just on the table. And then what Arceus does is he just grabs them and says a command word. And what they do is, like, as he steps up, they'll actually, like, just move under his feet. So he has, like, this, like, moving staircase going up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so then he's up there going up to, like, the higher, like, circles. And then he has, a book that he's checking them from. And so, like, they're just working, and it's kind of neat to watch since you're interested in what's going on.
They're very absorbed in what they're doing, and so she just sort of looks at what she's been doing, so she's like... So, when she, like, after, like, sort of, like, observing, like, how they kind of do their mage craft, they're spell weaving, she's like, huh. Goes back to her task, and as she's doing it, like, her brain's like, okay, so we really gotta get that armor altered, and we got paid. We didn't even think we were gonna get paid, so we are going to be able to... Where's the armorer? She's just sitting there like, where's the armorer? How much would that cost up here? Because she's used to, like, armor just coming standard, because the DM provides that. And so it's like, the draw matriarch provides that. So she's like, how much will that even cost? Would I have to get my armor too? Huh.
What's Oculus doing?
Oculus is bouncing around the room. He's like actually scuttled off of her shoulder because he's tired of her like moving around and like get it like because he's like, oh, okay, fine. And so he like kind of plods down her arm and sort of is just meandering around, taking a look at what Deirdre's doing, and just looks up at the flying person and just sort of flaps up because he's like kind of wants to see what he's up to. So he's like, mage, magic, I like that. This is fun. Oh, you fly too. How's that work? Just like around his feet, checking it out, flutters up.
Yeah, he like lands on Deirdre and she just doesn't even register it.
Nothing. So.
But what if he like flutters over and lands
To Ardius.
to Ardius? He'd notice and just like not care that much about it, which is a little surprising because he just kind of looks over and is like, "No, okay." He goes back to what he was doing.
He's curious. He already knows what Ciara is doing. Deirdre isn't giving him a lot of attention. He acknowledged him. Acknowledgement! I am a small bat, and I'm feeling social today. So, plops on his shoulder, looks down at what he's doing.
He's comparing the notes the original notes of what he like wrote to the spell that's on the wall. And double checking them. And like there's just like a minute where he flips the page and then he stops and just like boops Oculus. and then goes back to what he was doing.
He's on his little feet and his wings are in front of him, so he just does this little like step thing because he's like, oh, I like that.
I like that. I like that.
And then like he wants to brag, so he looks over at Ciara, who is not at all open to his mind right now. So he just looks down, and she's just, you could probably get some inlays, probably adjust that chest plate. That's not going to fit our anything, honestly. It's narrow hips too, probably. It's just like in her mind, is just doing that, and so she's like, fine.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, Deirdre actually gets up and she's like, food. And then just turns and leaves. And then she's just in her laser focus mode. So what she does is she walks out and she starts to like shut the door. And then above you can hear Ardius going, wait, no. And he rolled pretty well for this, where like he didn't fall off of like his perch of flying like book things, but he is in like a pretty like strange position as he like mage hands the door to stay open. He's like,
Ciara heard the commotion.
it's just a minute where like no one moves. There's acknowledgement. And then he just kind of gets back to what he was standing on. It says, the door will stay shut if the jam's broken. Don't shut the door.
Who looks at the door? Aye. Good to know. In her mind, should have probably known that before we walked in here. We were horsing around.
So,
and she once again just admires the absolute destruction that Ari has wrought throughout this room, and she's just like, right.
Yeah. So, you're working, he's working. Anything else you want to be doing?
Let's see. I think at the mage hand thing, like Oculus would have been like, pat the shoulder, like applause, because this is entertaining. Just like, you did it! Yay!
You did it!
Used to being little
like,
tiny Pac-Man.
Little like,
Let's see. Yeah, I think at some point Ciara would actually just go, you have an armory here, or an armorer that works for you?
there's like a minute because he's concentrating and he's like,
She probably figures he's not going to answer, so she just goes back to what she's doing.
we do. She's from the Gleva clan. It's Canaris's mother. It's like trying to recall her name. Venetia?
Would I know that name?
No, you would know Canaris' name.
Oh. Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah. Yeah, so he said that Canaris' mom works at the forge here.
Oh. That closer.
She does good work.
Then she'll be able to do some alterations. Excellent. She's kind of excited about it because she's hyped herself up on this like little armor idea. Like, yeah.
Pause. Is there something you want her to forge?
No, it's more about adjustments. Got a set of armor and it's not going to fit. It's just not going to. But need to adjust it. It's a good set of armor.
Just look, some nods. Yeah, that's it. That's what he's got. He's just like, yes, armor. He's just like, I'm a wizard. Well, she's good at intricate stuff too, so if you wanted to add any flavor to it, you could have her do that.
I'll probably molded it after the armor that I have. She says that, but then she sort of pauses, and then she just... like, she's like, it's just an automatic thing she did, but then she caught herself, she's like, or something. And she just sort of pauses and she like looks out the door. Do you really think that she'll come back? Ari. Yeah, Ari.
Ari. Well, Deirdre will definitely come back. Ari probably won't come back till tomorrow after I drag her in here again. He's like, he kind of like flips through the pages. She thinks I don't know. She goes to the stables.
Really? Honestly, I felt that she was so covert about it. I thought she was so covert about it, honestly. I really thought she had you going there for a minute. Going to the loo.
Yes, the eternal bathroom trip.
It's treacherous out there. Can't go to the bathroom alone. Ever. Not in the wild. Not in a palace. Certainly not. Tut tut.
Tut tut. Tut tut. You'll never know what she'll run into. Might fall in.
Might fall in. Might be a troll. Oh, might be guard detail that she has to shake off. Seems to be a lot of that. How... She sort of pauses because she thinks about it, like... It was the dancing blades, right? The dueling blades. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That reverse go around to the dueling blades. Or are you just a very good dancer?
It's just like... I might have learned it before.
Might have. Only might have. Right. Because it's such a simple craft, honestly. Like belting up your greaves or shining your armor.
Again, these analogies don't land on him at all.
They do not land. Different class.
There's like a different, like you take a shot and he's just kind of like, he has to like process that where he's like, why would she say that? And he's like, oh, she does that all the time. And he's like,
oh, she pauses and she's like, oh, or reading a book. Looks at him. What do you do?
There's just a minute where he just like looks down at her and then he's just like,
she has this deadpan expression.
or read a book. No, Rian taught me.
Right.
Was convinced that we would. He was convinced he could take an awkward child like I was and convert him into a what did you call it?
Stud.
Yes.
It's just something that has probably been said. It's like, oh, right, stud you are. And she's like, a stud? She's like, very...
Yeah, he's like, stud. Yes, stud. And to do this, we of course had to perform in the school's talent show with this dance.
Their academy was called the
Starseeker Academy.
Starseeker Academy.
Yeah, it's basically magic high school, boarding school at Hogwarts.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, it's Starseeker then.
Yeah, Starseeker. It's like
It's really low chuckle, but she's like, and he taught you? Is he good at it?
Brian. Oh yeah. He's very light on his feet. Even then.
It's very fleet-footed, yeah.
But to be honest, he won the competition because he flirted with the judge so much.
Ciara seems a little proud of that. She's like, oh. And she's just sort of smirks. She's like, oh. Winning's winning, no matter how you put a spin on it. And she just sort of like kind of like dusts off some of the grout things. She's kind of... She just needs more room on her hands, but it just seems to be a little dirty, so she starts scratching off a little bit of it.
Yeah, and you hear him sort of absently say, like, well, I did get a girlfriend out of it.
And how'd that work out? She pauses, then realizes Emperor, no bride-elect. Bride-elect? Question mark? It's like a little math equation in her head. She's like, oh, did I ask an insulting question? I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to really talk to you.
this long sigh. She was terrible. Selena and I did not last very long.
It did not last. It's just like...
Then I suppose most fleeting, youthful romances are...
I mean, if she only liked great dancing skills.
I don't think she really liked me at all.
Ouch. She's just like, ouch.
It's just... Well, it was about 100 years ago, so I don't worry too much about it.
Bah, old news. Oh, bah, old news.
Yeah, and at this point, he isn't standing on the, like, floating book things. He's, like, sitting on them and just etching in the new rune marks.
He did mention you once.
Did he? The Great Korean.
Although, probably not terribly flattering.
There's just a pause. What did he say? What did he tell you?
Well, let's just say that I honestly should have just expected what happened. She just makes the little keel over and thud like motion.
It takes him a minute, and he's like... He turns away, and he curses in some language. You're sure to curse, you don't recognize the language. But he's like... In my defense, a demon queen showed up out of nowhere.
Aye, that's a very fair point. Aye, that's a very fair point. He was very entertained by it. I felt it was terribly unfair. Do you?
Well, Lian's gotten a good kick out of my... just me.
Just you in general?
Yeah, he's like, just me.
Honestly, I think he gets a kick out of everyone eventually. Just a matter of time of how long you known him. At least, from what she remembers as, like, because Pocket Uncle, from the amount of trouble that he could get into, I'm pretty sure Dara has probably mentioned him every so often, just like, oh, yeah, nah, he's always laughing about something. Yeah.
There's a little bit of silence.
Can't take yourself too seriously around Rian. And she smiles fondly, because she does miss him.
Have you spoken to him? Recently?
Oh, yeah. The, actually part of the journey was taken with him. I quite surprising, honestly. You leave and then just cross paths with someone who you happen to be family with. It's actually really nice.
So I'm at topside.
Hey. I mean, I met him before when I was, but didn't really have a plan. It's just lucky that the girls knew him. Just kind of admiring her work because it's turning out nice. She's like, yeah.
He chuckles at the statement of the girls knew him.
And not like that. She's like, oh, I'm not like that. She just snaps and looks at him, but then she realizes, don't point at the king.
There's just sort of this look between you that's like strange, like we both know what Rian's like, and he's alluding to the fact that Rian's just a chatter and is charismatic, not necessarily like, a man whore.
Yeah. A philanthropist.
Yeah, like people just gravitate towards him and they want to be
Sure.
around him. So he's like, oh, I mean, duh. He's like just a person magnet, like Lionel.
Yeah. It's like, hey. It's much too big a world. Much too big a world for him not to explore it, honestly.
We can't contain Rian.
No. Because it's just like, oh, yeah, if the DM can't hold him, then they'd be hard-pressed to try.
And we're losing Michael, so let's just say that the two of you just converse.
It's actually a nice chatter.
It's nice chatting. And then somewhere in the castle there is a tall, upset what title did I give her? Grand Duchess. Where's Ari? And that's where we're gonna end. So let's go around and do stars and
so much
wishes. Stars and wishes. We had a lot of RP. Let's start with Michael.
Okay. Stars. I love all the stuff with Ari. Just princess.
It's just so good.
It's chef kiss, and especially the scene with
Gaius.
Gaius.
Beautiful Gaius.
Beautiful Gaius.
Gonna just throw the rock this way.
Oh, can you? Oh, can you help me?
Help.
Gaius.
Please assist me with this skipping.
Help me with this rock.
Oh, Gaius. New. Hey, Princess Wave.
Let's alright, I like doing what we like first and then doing wishes, so we'll go to Amelia next.
I had two things that really that stuck out to me. I loved when Ellie made the mud mess in front of Toby. She's all like, "You have to clean it up.
Red-handed.
Responsibility."
You've been
like,
caught.
You've been caught.
But then, like, the extra mud coming out of her staff.
This is where I'm really missing prestidigitation. Like,
Yeah.
we just took it for granted with Keontae.
Yeah, you guys did.
Filthy, horrible mud animals, and she
And-
was the only
yeah.
one keeping us between, like, feral and civilized. She's the
And now,
the Keontae hole.
yeah, and Ciara wasn't there, so I was just left to my own devices to roll in my own filth. It's amazing.
Just more dirt. Okay.
That was really cool.
All
And then I also liked Ciara's comment of like polishing armor and then having to like readjust to or reading a book.
Or reading a book. You're a mage nerd. What do you do? I don't know.
You know, you like just said seriously.
I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. In Ciara's mind, I've only ever learned how to kill you. I don't know.
I don't know what your pastimes are.
I don't know. You macrame? What is that?
Or hand stitching.
Basket weaving? What is it? Just
Next question. So, what are your hobbies? Where'd this come from? Ciara. I mean, Serena.
I like everyone's overall awkwardness. It is so great. The only one who seems to just like have it on lock is Luna.
Yeah.
She's like, we've done this. We got this. We're good. Meanwhile, everyone else, I am struggling to get human thought out of my body. There is one brain cell we share, and it's on break. I've been chasing that one brain cell around this entire castle, and she ain't anywhere. I don't know where she went. She's gone.
She gone.
She gone. I think. Let's see. Oh god. It was. I love the. I didn't. Honestly, I was just throwing something out there, and it's like, oh, RE1. Oh, RE1. Now I'm like dreading, but also excited about what you come up with.
Yeah.
This is gonna
I've
be
got some
great.
ideas.
Excellent. If you need to know what she looks like outside, like I have plenty of art of her. Just throw it at you. But
Yes,
that way-
please do throw it at me.
but so I loved that because you got really into it, and then you started absolutely just like wiping the floor. Like you destroyed the room, you destroyed me. It was great. It's a destroyer. I think she's just meant to destroy stuff, which is why
I got, like-
it's hard pressed to like civilize you.
I have like all these great rolls, and then the very next one is like a 1.
Yeah. Like hot fire.
And then Ellie, of course, making a huge mess. And like I did like that it was Ellie and Luna bonding time because it's been a minute. So it's like,
Yeah.
aw. And it's like, they're friends. It's so nice. It's been a minute because we've been distracting them, but it's like, oh, see, there's good here. And so it's like heartwarming. I'm like, oh, aw, look at them be little so-and-sos.
We can be friends.
Little friends. Ciara just does not know what to do with herself, so she's just like, I'm struggling to make conversation if I need to. I don't. Where'd Oculus go? But yeah. And then just Ciara having to deal with any of us at any point in time. I heard you. Responsibility. Fix it. Do better.
Don't
The
be
only person-
rude.
She's only reprimand. The only person she hasn't had to reprimand yet is Luna.
Actually, no, she technically did because she was like, you bear responsibility because you did not stop this.
Oh right. Yeah. Mckenna wasn't here to take the brunt of it, so I'm like, oh yeah, she's
like-
no, she didn't.
She's like, you're all this trouble one's friends. Therefore, my eye is on all of you.
Guilt by prophecy. Just like you're all in trouble. That's it. You're all
Shared
grounded.
blame.
Shared blame.
Share the blame.
Share the blame.
Gotta make gifs of this. This is great.
See, I really liked the scene with Meryl.
Just judging
I'm excited
Ciara's
for
look.
more of her.
Oh god.
Yeah, just
Higher waistline. Come on.
what is wrong with you? I do enjoy being Luna and Gels. I like being your fake boyfriend. It's fun for me. I mean, I like being Gaius because I'm still kind of like feeling him out as a character, but he's just like this simple, stable boy who is like, I don't know why this princess is interested in me.
She just keeps on hanging out, and I guess she's just cool? Question mark.
Yeah, and like he's just I don't know. He's like, I don't understand, but I'm here. And then we got Kenny and Ellie back together.
I'm excited for date night next game.
Night. Yeah. Yeah, I like all my RPs with you guys. So next, let's do wishes. So Michael, you got a wish for the future?
We touched this with Mckenna, but yeah, I do want more scenes where it's like the entire ensemble.
Yeah.
Especially since we're trying to incorporate Ari into the group more, so it'd be great to like try to get a feel of like Ari with like the other
with the group.
With the group.
Yeah.
Freestyle and Ari.
Yeah. and also just tying up that loose end of the whole werewolf trial, basically, because that's just a loose thread that's just been hanging. So
I'm trying.
Eventually we'll get to it. There's a lot of things happening.
You've given us ascending stone.
I'm a princess. We're in a completely other kingdom. There's a lot. Just got back from the Feywild.
I've given you the building with the records. I've shown you the building.
Show you the building. Go to the building. I thought she'd go to the library today, but nope, that didn't happen. We flew on wyverns, so I'm like, okay.
She must have great responsibilities, which Ciara is used to.
You told me to explore a castle. I explored a castle.
Ciara is a bad influence.
Yeah. All right. Well, good game, everyone.
Wait. There's more wishes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm late.
Yeah, you're tired.
Brain tired. Serena.
Okay. I do like interactions, so I do like group interactions. I like NPC interactions. I like all of them, so I'm about it.
Okay.
Like,
I can deliver. I thought you guys would get through these things like so much faster. I actually had because we just kind of needed to get through these scenes and then you'd be together again. That was it. Because I had a bunch of group scenes, so we'll get there.
I did like that we got to sort of test out how everyone's doing in pairs too. So
yeah, I
like group would be great, but I also like when it's fun bounce, and we did take a minute because we were all partying. Yeah.
Okay, Amelia.
I really enjoyed the competition. that
was cute.
That was really fun. That was really fun. So that was that was something that I really enjoyed, and I wouldn't mind seeing,
more of
getting
that.
to do more competition, friendly competition between everyone.
Let's have a princess competition.
Ciara teaches Ellie how to lie. Ciara teaches Ari how to do competition. Together, they will. Oh no! Oh no! What have I done to this castle? It wasn't me.
Just in flames at the end.
I also think it'll be kind to get to do some group stuff. I've also enjoyed kind of seeing
plan.
Everybody's. Yeah. I've been also really enjoying kind of the kind of pairing off too, and seeing how people are one-on-one with each other. That was kind of cool.
I've wanted to get Ari, give her one-on-one time with everyone, at least a little bit, and then try to move her more integrated into the group, because then she has a connection to all of them, at least somewhat.
I did actually really enjoy I've been enjoying watching everybody try and piece together Ari's family intrigue that seems to be going on without Ari's assistance, because she's politely ignoring all the clues.
Ciara, what's up with you?
What's going on here?
So, and it's great because I've got all the notes over here, so it's
yeah, your
funny.
family's bonkers, so good luck, guys.
So, but I've been enjoying seeing that, and I've been enjoying and I can't wait for us to all get together and Ari to get in more trouble. That's all to get in more trouble. It's all about getting in trouble.
I love all the family dynamics, honestly. This is actually one of the funnest things, is like figuring out everyone's family dynamic.
Yeah, good times. Good times. I was glad that like I really wanted the relationship between Ari and Artius to be apparent, because that's so like key to Ari. So
Just
tile throwing. I was like, yes, perfect. Ari, I'm busy. Excuse me. Throwing tiles at each other.
Only when it gets in her way, Ciara's just like, I'm thinking really, really cumbersome sleeves. Just like, can't use your hands for anything. Just like get away from my work.
This is the work.
She actually might be proud of
They're
herself.
just fun noodles when you're. It's like, yeah, I guess this was a choice.
She's like 2 fingers, and the rest of it just like looks like a pillow.
Didn't win.
Like this is all you see. It's just like whoomp.
I can't wait to give her new outfit.
She's gonna make me look like Boba Fett. I know it.
Oh my gosh, Amelia, you need to draw it.
Amelia, please. Draw
I'll send you the art for
creation.
Ciara so that you can create a monstrosity or whatever for Ciara.
Yes, please. All right, I think that wraps up tonight.
You gotta put it in Ari's point of view.
Yeah.
Yes.
It might be sparkly.
Sparkly fun noodles.
It needs an adequate amount of sparkles.
Sparkly Ciara. My god. Hey.
All right, bye guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Hello, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you so much for listening to Dungeon Damsels. We really appreciate all your support. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us out. And if you're interested, we also have a Patreon, as well as a podcast version of our show. You can find it on Spotify, TuneIn, Podcast, Podbean, and pretty much anywhere where podcasts are. Thank you again so much, and we hope to hear from you soon.